Alright, so peace, bro. Say what's good to the people. We're not even gonna front. Oh, let me get this fucking focus right. Get this shit look nasty. Alright, fire. Alright, cool. Yeah, so say what's good to the people. I already interviewed you before. Yeah. Niggas lost the footage, you feel me? Yeah, so I'm gonna do it differently this time. Like before it was like a brand interview. Mm-hmm. Like, cause you know I'm doing the Save Your Soul shit. But I wanna give you some content for you to have as well. You feel me? So we can begin wherever you wanna begin. You feel me? Your name, facts and all that.
Well, first and foremost, Sxcred Khaliiif, South Jamaica, Queens, for me. You know what I'm saying? Forgot what else. But I forgot what else as far as the intro go. What else we want to mention?
Alright, cool, yeah. Sxcred Khaliiif, Southside Jamaica, Queens. Mm-hmm. So, what are some things that you're into? What do you want people to know about you?
Well, it's funny, bro. Like, as I've been on this journey of making music and shit, like, lately, that's what I've been really trying to figure out. Like, what is it that I want people to know about me? Because it's like, there's so many avenues I can go, or there's so much of me. Like, I have I don't want to say a broad personality, but I can wear many hats, so my interest is everywhere. So it's kind of hard to, well, it's not hard, but lately I've really been thinking about as far as what do I want people to know me for and shit, you know what I'm saying? And for one, I just want I want to have impact, you know what I'm saying? I want to leave an impact on my city, leave an impact on the world just from my words, you feel me? Like, and also just as far as people seeing and remembering me, just remembering that there's always shit.
I wanna add to the build and say you're not in control of people's perception of you, no matter what you put in front of them. You're not in control of what they take away.
That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? So like, and it's funny that you even switched it to the perception, because that's been a forefront of my shit lately, as far as just perception, like how other people perceive me and how I perceive myself, type shit. Like, that's really where I've been at. There's a lot of self-care going on right now, I ain't gonna lie. It's just been one of those days, I mean, not even days, time periods, you know what I'm saying? Like, kind of step away from the music to really just regather and try to figure yourself out more, so when you do come back, it's like, it's not like a brand new you, but it kind of like, it was an elevation.
Would you say you're going through like an evolving?
An evolution in a way? I feel like, yeah, hopefully, because it's like, it feels like where it's at right now is like.
So it's like a crossroads?
Shit, that's another,
like
that's another good analogy. But from like right now, currently, it feels like I'm just floating. Because, you know, I was working at this job fucking for like good 5 years. Well, officially, Lord knows how long from before, just on some fucking summer job shit. But, you know, I was so comfortable, like, in that space or whatever, just kind of like, I was stuck in that routine. Well, not, like, I wasn't comfortable, like, because I didn't want to be there, but that's all I really knew at the time. So, you know, as far as like trying to branch out, like, yeah, it was comfortable, however I want to put it, but at the end of the day, like, I knew what I was doing there, but at the same time, I wasn't happy about it. Like, I spent my time there, but I knew it wasn't going to get me anywhere. And then leaving such a place where I was comfortable and was there for so long, it kind of, now it's like I'm in limbo. I'm just floating. And
okay,
yeah, like, like, it's more like I took the leap. Like, that was one version of a leap of faith. You know what I'm saying? But you know, there's many more to come. But for right now, like, I feel like I'm floating. You know what I'm saying? I'm just out here, just trying to you know, catch on my feet again, you know what I'm saying? So
I feel you. But here's something for you to ponder on. Like, even though you're still thinking about how you want to be perceived by others, or how you will be perceived by others, everything that you just said, people can relate to. People can relate to you being in that state of taking a leap of faith and feeling not stuck, but observing your choices, like, and deeply examining your choices.
Exactly, because and that's what it comes down to a lot of times, because, you know, you can go this way, you can go that way, but then you also have to think about what follows after that choice, you know. So like, it becomes like, you, like, for me, like, just overthinking these different avenues and kind of end up feeling stagnant, like you said, like kind of just feeling stuck and shit. But in reality, you know, well, for me, I'm only speaking for me, because I don't know, I whenever I give advice or, you know, talk about, you know, some life shit, I'm always saying in like a third person point of view, but in reality, I could be taking this fucking advice, so you know what I'm saying? But yeah, a lot, like, it's a lot of pondering on which way I should go, this, that, and the third, but it's a lot of overthought, and the overthought can lead to stagnation. So lately,
you call that analysis paralysis.
Ooh, that's fine. You know, you came up with that?
No. I read
shit.
that in a Robert Kiyosaki book.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta get on my book shit too. I fucking I got this book called The Way Is In by Alan Watts. I started getting into that, but I haven't finished it. Probably got like quarter way in, but yeah.
Take your time with it. Sometimes it takes a year to finish that book, but at least you finished it.
Yeah, and I haven't picked it up in like probably a couple. And you know, another book that, because, you know, I fuck with The Matrix OD, and just the symbolism behind it, and the book that Neo had opened in the beginning when he was in the room and he woke up and shit, it's called Simulacra of Simulation or some shit like that. I did bought that book. I have yet to really even get into depth with the shit, but I got that motherfucking book, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's I like to get into a lot of introspective and a lot of, like, I just try to figure out what's going on, like the inner workings of everything, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to make sense of everything in my own way, because, you know, back to, damn, I wish we had had the footage from before, but we was talking about as far as like with religion and shit. Damn, I lost my thought. I'm trying to go back, but
alright, that's all good. Let the people know how you started getting into music.
Well, I was always like into writing, like since like middle school type shit, and like I really realized I kind of had something with it in high school. Like I was always writing poetry and shit like that in middle school, but it wasn't until high school and started smoking weed, honestly, I really...
No, but did anybody show you what poetry was before you wrote poetry?
I think, like, in school, that was my main example, shit,
okay.
You feel me? Like, and, I mean, music as well, so it was, like, kind of a combination of the both, you know? But there's another fun fact, like, I always used to, like low-key want to rap, but I was just afraid to fucking rap, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was one of my things, even when, like, I was young, probably, shit, I don't even know if it was middle school, probably younger than that, probably when I was 10 or something like that. Like, just even having some fun with my cousin or whatever, just trying to, like, rhyme words or whatever, I would kind of be nervous to even, like, partake in the shit, even though it's just me and him and I'm not comfortable with him, you know. I was always just nervous. But like I said, in high school and shit, when I really started getting into it more and just realizing how nice you know what it was? It was because I wrote a poem in middle school, and you know, I recited it for class because it was for school, and people, like, some people in the class was fucking with it, like my friends, of course, and the teacher or whatever. So like, I don't know, it was always in the back of my mind. And as time went on, picking it up and just being around other friends that make music, like such as you and fucking Talil and just my peers as well, we was all just having fun with it. So it kind of gave me a safe space to just really start rapping instead of just like writing the shit, because I always used to like want to write how I felt and shit like that. That was my main shit.
Would you like write and just read it back yourself? Did you share it for real?
Not all of my stuff. Like a lot. Well, in the early days, it wasn't more so poetry. It actually turned into just raps, but it was like a little blend of both because of sometimes how free verse they would come into, like they would just come into, you know. But my bro Tim, me and him,
hey, shout out to Tim, man.
Shout out my bro Tim, you feel me?
What are you going about, Bruce Joker?
Yeah, feel me? My son Bruce Joker. But you know, me and him, that was like our thing back in the day, writing together and just, you know, just seeing where our minds go with the pen type shit, like just having that space to just be creative and not have that pressure. And you know, like, and it was with Tim, like I started freestyling more, and it was to a point where I could only really freestyle in front of him, not really everybody else. And
so it's like he would be like, yo, bro, like, come on, bro, you know. Wait, was he like the type that would be like, yo, bro,
because he wasn't really like that either.
Okay.
We was just like,
y'all had like a bond for real.
Yeah, like back then, like, you know, because he's older than us, so, you know, he had older friends as well, and it was kind of on their own rap shit as well. And so when he's with them, you know, he's kind of kicking his shit, and when I'm just by myself, I'm writing in my crib or whatever, freestyling or whatever, you know. So I was very reclusive with this shit unless I was with somebody that knew that I knew how to spit. Like there was times where I wanted to like cypher when it was me, you, and Tim or Talo in the spot, but it's just like, I'm like, nah, I don't know, these niggas too nice. I'm just, or not even that.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Not even that it'd be too nice. It's like, yo, like, I know I'm nice, but I don't know if niggas gonna feel it, like that type shit.
You just gotta go though.
I know, but it's like the overthought. So for me, that, like,
I'm not gonna lie, like I was so nervous of rapping in front of people that I just wore this like fucking armor of, nigga, I'll rap in front of anybody. You feel me? And that shit brought me through many ciphers. I'm not gonna lie.
And another thing is too is just remembering is like, I don't know, it's to have fun. You can't always think about it too seriously. Like, I mean, I tend to look at it seriously because this shit is like, I don't know, I take hip hop serious, so that's just,
I do
really,
too.
that's what it really comes down to. So like, cause this shit makes me feel good, and even doing this shit, listening to it, so it's like, I try to take it serious, but I have to also remember that, you know, this is an outlet and it's a release, and it could be fun, or I don't know.
When are you having the most fun when you're making music? Or when are you, like, what's the most fun part about the creation of music?
I think,
or in the enjoyment of music for you.
I think is actually putting it all together, like recording it. I realized that, like, I love writing, like, especially, you know, when I'm in that mood to write and shit. I love it, but sometimes it can be a headache because you're trying to, kind of trying to force yourself to write in some cases, or you're trying to force yourself to finish sometimes, and it's not really just flowing. You know, sometimes you have those days where you can write a verse, type a verse or whatever, you know, and it's just spilling out of you. But then there's some days you really got to ponder on each line and shit, come back to it, whatever, you know. So
what drives you to come back to a line that has you pondering on what you're gonna say next?
Well, for me, like, a lot of the times, like Royce said, like, he kind of treats it like puzzle pieces in a way. Fucking, I would just have certain, like, lines or just phrases that I would come up with, or just that I would think of, and, like, either put it in the beginning or add it wherever to make it, you know, try to, like, fit. Like, I would use something to help me with my process. Like, a lot of the times I would use a random line that I had to start a verse or something like that. Okay. You know, so
like, you just thought it was hard and you...
Yeah, like, and a lot of the times it would be on some my own type of self-realization shit. Like, I'm just thinking about certain shit, pondering, and it's like, you just make a certain connection, and you think about it in a way that would be nice in a bar. So it was like, you know, let me jot that down before I forget that shit type shit. But yeah.
I feel you. So it's like you scavenger hunting to finish the verse and shit.
Yeah, and some, like, well, yeah, yes and no, because like, there's some verses where I would start it and then I will probably finish it right then and there. Or there's some verses I'll start, stop, and then come back. Probably who knows how long type shit. It could be months or whatever, but I'll still come back to it and, like, pick up from there. So it really all depends on the song. Really, it all depends on the intention of the song. I would say, you know.
You ever had a moment where it was like, yo, where the fuck did that shit just come from?
All the fucking time, like yo, son. Back to what I was saying with the recording process, that's being, like, probably the most favorite part. Like, this, I get a joy from, like, perfecting the flow. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause that was one thing that was thing that I had to work on as I was, like, getting better and just working on my craft and shit, was my flow. So when I started reaching to points where my flow was valid and it was sounding good, and I'm doing it on my own and shit, and I'm really listening back to the shit, like, it's like, yo, this shit's fine. Like, yo, that feeling is unmatched. Like, yeah, like, cause thinking, like, writing the bar is crazy. You know, it's a crazy rush of adrenaline there, but just actually, like, putting it out, like, making it alive, bringing it to life, that, like, that shit is crazy. Like, just mixing it, like, to even to.
I think that shit gotta be released in some type of.
Yo, I gotta get back in there, shit.
Yeah, you feel me?
Yo, that shit feels like, so good, bro.
Yeah, that shit was mad. That shit almost feel like the same rush when you're working out.
Yeah, bro. Like, it, like, and that's another thing. So I need to get on my workout shit. But when you fucking work out, you end up, like, you might not want to do the shit, but afterwards you feel, you know, you feel way better about yourself, and you probably feel like you can go for some more.
And sometimes you fucking you reach that point that numerical value you had in your head, and then you're like, I could keep going. You feel me? And then that moment is like, yo, where did that come from?
That ass. Oh yeah, that's the point. When I'm recording, sometimes, depending on the song, you know, I would, if I don't have the verse already, like, if I don't have the song finished already, and, like, I would have to add on shit, you know, I would, you know, punch in, do whatever, get up to where I'm at, and then pick up where I left off. And then, you know, as I'm, like, picking up where I left off and just continuing, and I'm adding shit, it's like, yo, what, like, that, those would be the times, like, yo, where the fuck did that come from? Like, that, like, what if I wasn't writing that shit down right now? Like, would that have come to me?
Yeah.
Like, if I would have wrote this shit any other time, would I have came up with that line type shit? So those are the times it was like, yo, where did that shit come from? Like, yeah, I understand what you're talking about with that. That shit is crazy.
Fire. Name some projects you got out right now.
My latest one, Lost and Found EP, that's out everywhere. The one before that was Reboot V4. That was like a reset. That's the little backstory behind that.
Well, tell us the backstory. This would be the time.
I mean, it's some Matrix shit in a way, like to tie it back in. You know, just rebooting the system and rebooting the whole program and just starting fresh, just new beginnings type shit. That's what it was. It was last year. It was a whole project for me. But what else? I got the Limbo EP I dropped in 2019. Before that, The Lonely Loner and Zone 97. But that's old stuff. Got new stuff coming soon though, for sure. And that's where, like, and it's funny too, bro, because I got a whole EP in the freaking cut, bro.
Hold on, wasn't you one of the first, like, artists in Queens to have a J Sites video?
That is a fact. That is a fact. I don't even be thinking about it like that. But
hold on, I gotta, definitely gotta say that.
That's a fact, yo.
I gotta check the date on that.
Yeah, that shit, that was like, 2018, so it probably
like
was.
He wasn't doing the shit he doing now.
Yeah, that is a fact. So, and it's funny because whenever somebody brings that up, it's like, yo, that is a fact, right? Because I was seeing him doing mad other shit with other people and shit. I'm like, yo, I'm glad to have an opportunity to work with him at that time because, nigga, I was just coming up. Like, my son Lizelle was putting me on to mad people that was just in that creative field. And, you know, even Billy Banks, I don't know if you know him. He's a Queens artist too. He fuck with J Sites as well, or they used to. I don't know the fucking politics of it now. But they fuck with each other. So, and he's from Queens too. So for that to be the fact that me having the first video from J Sites in Queens,
I don't think it was the first, but like I think it was one of the first.
Yeah, that is a fact. It was the early days. It was the early days for sure. Son J Sites. I gotta work with him again soon.
Alright, that's dope. So you got shit coming. What's on the wow, wait, look at it. You got fucking look at that, save your soul. Oh, you can't even see shit.
I peeped.
Now the camera can't see nothing. Yeah. Fuck it, man. That shit crazy. Word. Well, what was I about to say? Oh no, what's on the new project? Like, what vibes on the new project?
The one I got in the cut right now, it's mainly on some trap shit. This time around, I'm gonna give the people what they want in a way.
Nah, cause when you say trap shit, that's a sound.
That's a fact.
So what's the vibe on the sound?
Ignorant shit, a lot of it. Like,
okay, so it's really some trap shit.
Yeah, like that's why I said, like, you know, I'm giving the people what they want around this time because I realize, you know, music is a form of expression for me, so like, and it's a form of release. So it's my therapy in a way. It's my safe haven. So there's a lot of serious topics or whatever, and there's a lot of people are not always gonna gravitate toward those things like right away or ever type shit. So to bring them in, you gotta give them, you know, some
put the medicine in the candy type shit.
Yo, you on the same frequency. I swear to God, I was trying to figure out that phrase, but that's what. Yeah, you gotta give them what they want sometimes, you know. And but the thing with my trap shit is like, yeah, I'm ignorant. I can get ignorant, but it's still making sense and it's still fucking bars. It's wordplay and shit. So, and I'm still making a message at the end of the day. Like, I put you on to some shit like the last time we attempted the interview.
Oh no, we ain't attempted. I lost the footage.
That's a fact.
We ain't gonna keep it a rack.
Yeah, right, you know. But I played you some shit then, and you know, it was on some trash shit. I was on some braggadocious shit, but at the end,
I would say braggadocious. I wouldn't say ignorant.
Yeah, and then some, but there was other tracks on that shit that was gonna be on some ignorant, saying whatever too. But that song was more so on some braggadocious shit. But at the end of it, my point is like, I kind of ended up bringing it into more introspective, spiritual type shit. It's like, oh, without this rap shit, I feel. You know
yo, bro, when you do that spirit, I'll use myself as an example. When I started just doing the strictly spiritual shit, Queens Capital C shit, bro, niggas was like, yo, ain't on that weirdo shit, nigga. This nigga on that weirdo shit. Niggas loved when I was like on some hood ghetto, ignorant, murder, death, killed, drugs, sex.
I remember that phase too. Like, yo, you used to be dropping songs like every week or every day.
Oh yeah.
Shit, and you was just like pumping that type of vibe.
Yeah.
You know, I remember that time.
Yeah.
Was fucking with
that's
more.
what niggas wanted.
Yeah, but like niggas wasn't fucking with the shit from before that was on some like cleaner shit. I was about to say boom bap, but it's not
more holistic.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? Like it was real. Like even Swipe, that was a good feel, like up tempo shit. Like, that was some real shit. Like,
Yeah.
You feel me? Like,
I ain't got no Swipe.
You feel me?
Word. So I'll say that to say, bro, stay true to you, man. Like if you going through some shit that make you feel like you want to say some ignorant shit, say that shit.
That's definitely where it came from.
Say whatever you feel like saying, bro. Cause motherfuckers, same people that was like, yo, bro, niggas on that weirdo time and it's coming back like, yo, I want to know what the fucking chakras are. Like, I want to, like, I've been getting in tune with crystals and shit. Like, I've been reading about this, that, and the third, and oh shit, the CIA released that aliens exist and all this other shit. Feel me? So, do you, bro? Sometimes the world dead ass gotta just catch up.
That's a fact. It's like, yo, I swear, every time I link up with you, bro, it's like you seeing through me, my nigga, cause like,
that's hilarious.
Yeah, I swear to God, bro, cause this nigga's like saying certain shit that's just on the money and it's crazy, like. But damn, motherfuckers late to the party, bro. Like as far as just the information that's out there, and you know, niggas is bandwagoning on a lot of the shit that niggas was been putting out there, and all that conscious shit, all that spiritual shit, all that conspiracy.
Everything that was a dub in like 2013 is popping now.
And it's crazy, but how I see it is that's low key what we were pumping to the youth, then like younger kids. I mean, it was still in the mix of a lot of the ignorant shit still, but I feel like those seeds were still planted regardless. I mean, even if it wasn't us, it was some other people. Some of those seeds were still planted, because there's some people that, I mean, even though that is like, oh, now y'all want to be on it, at least stay on it.
Yeah.
That's the type of mentality I'm trying to have with them. It's like, yo, fuck it, y'all here now. But don't be weird.
But it's feel like, all right, boom. It's like, all right, you want to eat healthy and shit, so you eating fruits and vegetables and shit, but then you eating fruits and vegetables like out ideal and shit. You know what I mean? Like, I understand you made the right decision, but you still got to be informed at the end of the day. Like, it's still unhealthy. Like, our zip code don't got good food in it. So if you making the decision to be a certain way, you gotta dig into the info. Like, I want to say, when things become mainstream, the source of the information, the true information, becomes diluted, and that's how I feel is happening with like consciousness and spirituality and even health.
Yeah.
I mean, like, all right, so now since people are health conscious, diets are a thing.
So now, like, it's just such an abundance of it. So
like, instead of picking and choosing what's good for your body, you hop on a diet because it's the thing to do.
That's a fact.
So that's my sentiment with that whole thing.
Yeah, I feel like you said, I feel like people choose to do things based off of others, not really for their greater being, their self-being type shit, you know, like. Because
we made our perception, and that's funny how it comes
full circle,
right? We're gonna edit after this. Because we live in a time and day where your perception has value.
That's a fact.
So even if you fucked up, as long as you perceive that as you got it, you good. And
yeah, perception is everything, man. That shit is crazy. That shit can make or break you. I mean, as far as your perception of self type shit, you know what I mean, on a broader level. But
we gonna end on the what you call that? Damn, what you call that? Profile. We gonna end on that profound shit you just said. And whoever you trying to shout out, you can shout them out.
Shout out my son Lizelle.
Got to.
Briss TLMG.
Got to.
feel me? Shout out whole 11434, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know what I'm saying? It's Queens out here. You know what I'm saying? Niggas gotta be doing these types of things more often. Like, we got a camera, bro. Niggas could be doing, like, yo.
Yeah, I got off camera, I'm about to say some shit, but I got plans, bro.
Yeah, bro. Niggas gotta just start putting them into play and really executing. That's all, but word, bro. Queens is gonna be up there soon.